Good evening and welcome to our LEAP 2025 Family Strategy Night. I am your principal, Dr. Joy Abernathy Dyer, and I just want to welcome you to our program. Last month, we had our first strategy session for the spring. And we gave you a big overview of the dates, what's going to be on the test. So tonight, we're going to actually give you more time to work and engage in your children's classrooms with the actual testing probes and different tasks that your students will need to master by the time we have an assessment. So tonight, right now, I am live streaming the program overview with you. And then you will remain in your classrooms for about 65 minutes where you will have a brief data presentation on how your students are performing. And then you're going to jump right into the strategy engagement. We will end the evening with closure and feedback. And tonight, for special guests, we do have the Louisiana Department of Education Literacy Department, and they have a special takeaway for you. So tonight, if you look at our special activity, the main focus will be to work with your child to engage in a leap-like or grade level activity and then share out. The big question that you should keep in mind this evening is, how does your student measure up? Again, as a reminder, here's the testing window: April 26th through 28th, and then May 1st through the 2nd. Fourth and fifth grade will have computer based testing on April 25th through May 13th. We discussed the achievement levels. As you know, we had a goal reveal party last month, and we are aiming for mastery and advances. So just at over a little 55, over 55%, your child will be considered a mastery student. And if they work and produce over 75 proficiency in their work, they will be advanced. That's not hard. We can do that. So I want to share these levels with you so that you can keep that in mind. And so we are continuously using weekly assessments and small group instruction to help move your students. The data is there and they know what their goal is, and we're working very, very hard and diligent to help them get there. So this is why we place such a big emphasis on work, homework, grades, and all of the participation that they actually engage in during the day. Now, you know that LEAP, as a reminder, is for our third through fifth grade students, and you're probably wondering, well, why is the entire student body invited to participate in strategy session? Well, we know in 2025, all of our students should be performing at the mastery level. So we can't wait until they get in third grade. We have to start now. So again, we're going to look at these slides, and don't worry, you do not have to remember everything that are on these slides, but we just want to give you a high level overview, knowing that your students will be engaged in research through our research simulation task. And so they will be responding to questions about text. And those kids in pre-K and our scholars in kindergarten and first grade, they are practicing this already. They are learning about text, they are understanding how to respond, and they're using illustrations and text features to help them come up with what the text is about. So as they move to the upper grades, they're using the evidence you found in the text and multiple accounts of the same idea to help them respond to those tasks. We also have a literary analysis task where kids will read two pieces of text and they will answer selected response questions about the text, and then they write in response to the text. They may compare character, they may compare themes, point of view, or look at how the illustrations help us to understand what's going on in the text. And then the narrative piece. This is what is we start out with in our early grades as one of the first genres of writing because it's about them. It's a narrative that tells a story. We know that our scholars are just wonderful at telling stories. So we take that skill that they have naturally and we cultivate it so that they can read and answer questions. They can retell a story. They can finish a story. And again, their response is a narrative. It's not an expository piece. In math, we have three types of tasks that they have to perform. The very basic is the type 1 task that just pretty much assesses their ability with completing concepts and skills and procedures. Type 2 asks them to express their mathematical reasoning. And type 3, they are asked to model, show, and apply what they've learned and also offer justifications for their responses. The big common theme that you will see in all of these content areas is the writing. Writing is so very important. They're tested in all the content areas: ELA, math, science, and social studies, and they will be asked to write essays based upon what they have read. They will be asked to um, perform their ability for selected response questions, and they will also be asked to provide essays based upon what they've read. So it won't be verbal. They will have to, yes, we train them and we give them opportunities to respond and discuss, but it's all leading up to what it is they will write. So, how do we help our students? We help them by reading. Everything we do, every experience that they have is connected to text. They can get books from the school or the public library. And tonight, like I mentioned, we will have the State Department of Education here, and they will give us a special take home little memento for this evening. Kids are connected to digital devices. So we know that if they are on their iPad or if they're on their phones or if they're on their laptops or computers, they should have books. They have access to books and text everywhere. So your kids should be reading. And you as a parent can read too, read with and listen to your children talk. We know that our kids are born quite naturally and that they can talk. So we're going to ask that you ask your children. You're going to see some of those strategies tonight to talk about what they think the text is going to be about before they read. While they're reading, there's special questions that they can ask, and then after they read, their questions. And so we share with you how to promote them in their thinking. How do you know that? What part did you see in that? So, talking and helping those discussions so that they can get to the correct responses. With writing, we do have a strategy. One of the strategies that we use is known as RACE, and you can see what it stands for. Restate the question, answer the question, cite the source, and explain. You'll be practicing with a little bit of that tonight. So, in summary, what can you do to help your child become a better writer? You can read, talk, and write with them. Here's some additional resources that you can utilize from the State Department of Education's website. There are also several things that are connected to our class tag and Clever. A lot of the platforms that are utilized in all of our subject areas are found through our Google Drive and through Clever. So, if you're familiar with that, then you have everything that you need. Of course, if you have any questions or you need some additional support in accessing these tools, please do not hesitate to reach out to your child's teacher or contact us in the front office. Before I end my brief overview, I'd like to share some updates that we have. We're going to have an art show. It is going to be presented by our children. We will have a cake contest in combination with the art show. More information about the art and cake show will be sent home, but it is Thursday, March 23rd, and it's scheduled to be at 5:30 in our auditorium. This is something that we've done for several years and it's always been a hit. So can't wait for you to see how wonderful artists your children are. All right, and then we have a special event that is new to our calendar, and that is a night in Paris. It's a father-daughter dance. More information will be forthcoming with that, and it's to be held Saturday, April 1st, from 4 to 7 in our auditorium. And coming very soon, which will be tomorrow evening, we have our esports little fundraising event. It's $5 for entry into the event, and you'll get an opportunity to tour our esports lab. And all the proceeds that will be raised that evening will go to help fund equipment that we can utilize to help expand our program. It'll be in the gym from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. tomorrow evening. That is Friday, February 24th. All of these games that you see here will be featured on our devices. So I know that some of these are piquing your interest because these are the most hot, trending, up and coming games that all the kids are talking about. So come out, play on state of the art. I mean, when I say state of the art equipment. Have a good family fun time here at your child's school. Again, if you'd like to join us in our magnet program, here's the link to register and apply. We're growing by leaps and bounds, just as our labs are growing by leaps and bounds. Again, for reminders, check ClassTag and JCampus. And our next family strategy session will be Thursday, March 30th. Same time, same place. We'll send home flyers for that. Now you will remain in your child's classroom for strategy and hands-on engagement. Thank you again for coming out. This is just a map to kind of let you know where you are. On your way out this evening, you will receive your takeaway from the Louisiana Department of Education Literacy Department, and we will look forward to your feedback. During our closure, the teachers will place this up so that you can submit your exit ticket and feedback, and to log the attendance so that we can randomly select one lucky or a few lucky families, for that matter, for coming out. Again, thank you and enjoy your engaging evening.